beautiful people, and welcome. In this video, we're talking about the point slope form. Now, in this form, we're going to be taking we're going to be taking a point and a slope and writing it in point slope form. Here is your equation. We're going to be playing the keep, change game. So we're going to keep. So keep, and then this y1, we're going to change. We're going to keep the equals, and we're going to change m to be our slope. And then once again, we're playing keep, change, keep. Now you want to keep the parentheses as well, but we're going to keep, and then we're going to change our x1 and I'm trying to find a color here. We're going to keep our parentheses. So point slope form tells us two pieces of information. It tells us the point and it tells us the slope. So let's start out with example number 1. So given 2 points, 5 and -2, and 7, 3, write your equation. In point slope form. So step number 1 is going to be finding out the slope. So we're going to solve for the slope using slope formula. And that's going to be bubble minus bubble, bubble minus bubble. And again, it's the change in y over the change in x. So we're going to number these out. I see my x. He's the first x I see. I got to tell them the reason why I'm no longer with them. I keep walking. I see my second s. Got to tell them the second reason why I'm no longer with them. So here we have y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So let's fill in our bubbles. So what do we have on the inside? On the inside we have y2. Here's y2. y2 is 3. Then we have y1. y1 is -2. Then we have x2. x2 is 7. And then we have x1. x1 is 5. We're going to evaluate that. We're going to solve. So I have 2 minuses that make up a plus because I can circle them. So I have 3 plus 2 over 7 minus 5. 3 plus 2, that's 5. 7, 8, no, let me back up. 5, 6, 7, that's 2. So my slope is 5 halves. This is my little m. So once you're done with step number 1, step number 2 is choose one of the given points and it doesn't matter which point you choose. My recommendation is, here's my hint, choose the one with either smaller numbers or is easier. Doesn't matter which point you choose. I'm going to choose, let's see, we have 5 and -2, or we have 7 and 3. I'm going to choose this one right here. Why am I going to choose this one? Because for me it is easier with no negatives. If you wanted to choose 5 and -2, you can because the numbers are smaller. But for me, I'm choosing the point that doesn't have a negative. Now, once you select your point, you're going to move on to step number 3. You're going to take the chosen point and label x1, y1. So what do we have? We have 7, 3. What are we doing? We're labeling it x1 and y1. So this right here is x1 and 3 is y1. And now we are on step number 4, which is pretty much almost at the end. Step 4. Step number 4 is take your formula and substitute or plug in m, x1, and y1. So how does our formula look like? Our formula, I'm running out of space here, but let's see if I can fix it. And see if I can make enough room here. So I have y minus y1 equals to m parenthesis x minus x1. So again, we're playing the keep, change game. Keep the y, keep the minus, change the y. M is your slope, so we change it, and we play the keep, change game. Keep, change. So how is that going to look like? It's going to be keep, change equals slope, keep, change. So keep, change, what is y1? Y1 is 3. This is y1. This is slope, and this is x1. So then, what is m? What is our slope? Our slope is 5/2. And what is x1? x1 is 7. And that is our answer right here. That is our point slope form. I'm going to write it right over here in a thinking bubble. So my final answer is y minus 3 equals to 5/2 times x minus 7. Now this is in point slope form. Sometimes your teacher is going to have you take the point slope form and change it to slope intercept form. We can do that. But in this here, we're just focused on writing point slope form. Let's do one more example. Leave your steps out. We're going to be referring to your steps. So example number 2. Given 2 points. Now sometimes they don't give you 2 points. Sometimes they give you 1 point and they tell you what the slope is. And that saves us a lot of time. Here's 10 and 13. Here's -3 and -5. Step number 1. You're going to solve for the slope. Bubble minus bubble, and bubble minus bubble. And that means you have the change in y's over the change in x. Make sure your 1's and your 2's match up. So I have bubble minus bubble, bubble minus bubble. So what is your y2? Oh, we forgot to label them. So let's label our points. I'm walking around, I see my x. I got to tell them the reason why I'm no longer with him. I keep walking, I see my second x, and I got to tell them the second reason why I'm no longer with them. So y2 is -5. Put that inside the bubble. y1 is 13. x2 is -3. x1 is 10. So unlike the previous example, I cannot circle and add because if I circle these 2 negatives, my 5 gets crossed out, so it doesn't work. This is, I have 5 negatives, I have 5 minuses, and I have 13 minuses. That means I have a total of 18 minuses. I have 3 minuses and I have 10 minuses. That means I have a total of 13 minuses. A minus and a minus, that gives me a plus. So I have 18 over 13 as my slope, and slope is going to be little m. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is choose one of the given points. So 10, 13, or -3, -5. Now, remember, it's either choose the smaller numbers or choose the one with less negative. I'm going to choose this one. These are bigger numbers. However, I'm going to choose this one because there are no negatives. Step number 3. Step number 3, you're going to take your chosen point and you're going to label it x1, y1. And we are on step number 4. On step number 4, we take your original equation, your formula, and we play the keep, change game. All right, so keep, change. Let me use a different highlighter. Keep, change, change, keep, change. So how does it look like? This looks like y minus change, so bubble, equals to your slope, and then we have our keep, change game. Keep, change. You can put lines if you want instead of bubbles. So keep, change. What is y1? Y1 is 13. The slope we said was 18 over 13ths. And your x is 10. So write this out as your final answer for point slope form. Y minus 13 is equal to 18 13ths times x minus 10. And that is your point slope form. All right, beautiful people, this wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.